Hi guys, Pyro here. Today I'm going to make my Pokemon main series game tier list. So let's begin. First things first. Red, blue, and yellow is F tier. But Pyro, why do you put red, blue, and yellow into F tier? They are games of their age. They aged, dude. Don't have to put them into this damn tier. But Pyro, why do you have to do this? This is stupid. I started to dislike Gen 1 a lot, mostly because, well, Game Freak started to push Gen 1 everywhere, but especially for merchandising. Like, I do not like Charizard at all, thanks to how overrated it is and how much of a stupid shit it is. Like, this thing got many buffs. It got many things that made it way too strong. Like, this thing got 2 Mega Evolutions. Solar Power is a hidden ability. In a Pokemon Shuffle, it has Unity Power. One of the strongest moves in the game that's comparable to Mewtwo's Psyshock. And Shot Out. Yeah. And it even has and this thing even has one of the most expensive TCG cards of all time. God. I just don't like Gen 1 that much. So F tier. Sorry. Okay? I'm not going to defend Gen 1 that much. I'm just saying I don't like Gen 1. Next. Gold and Silver, C tier. They are fine. They are pretty fine. Gen 2 are fine. They're an improvement from Gen 1. They fixed some stuff that was an issue in Gen 1. But they still didn't have much things fixed. Like for the competitive meta, let's say this. Gen 1 was a fucking madhouse. Only some Pokemon were OU because of a special niche they had, or because they had an immensely high special stat, or they had something to compensate for that. And one of the most powerful Pokemon in OU was Tauros. Gen 2 fixed the issue, so there won't be much problems like that because of the special split with special attack and special defense. Made some Pokemon a bit more nerfed, like Alakazam becoming even more glass cannon, and some Pokemon get way too much, like Snorlax becoming the most powerful Pokemon in OU. Yeah. But they have some nice Pokemon featured in Gen 2. Like, I like Tyranitar actually. I like Typhlosion, and I like Feraligatr. Meganium can just go. Yeah, I'm one of the people who doesn't like Meganium. Sorry, but it's still a nice Pokemon. Yeah. So C tier. Crystal can go to B tier because it has some stuff that Gold and Silver doesn't have, and it's an amazing, and it has some things that were pretty awesome. Like, it had the Battle Tower. It had the Battle Tower. Some additional stuff, like you can actually get the bomb from the green corner or something. I forgot that much about Crystal, but Crystal isn't honestly better. Like it made up some stuff that were pretty nice. Like they made okay. Crystal was an upgrade to Gold, so it was much nicer, much better, and it had some interesting things going for it. Like the other legendary beasts were roaming, but except Suicune, which is a pretty nice touch. Which, by the way, the burnt tower was actually burnt, which was a pretty nice touch. Also, I like the fact that I like some of the additional stuff that was added into Crystal. So B tier. Gen 3 goes into B tier because they are good games. They introduced one of my favorite Pokemon, my Tiana, and it also had the it had the nice idea of different evil teams for each game, which was very nice. Like, yeah, I'll buy this shit, boy. I'll have that. And that was pretty cool. And they also fixed up the issue with the stats now, so we got EVs and IVs compared to DVs and boosts you can get, which is awesome. Hella awesome. But the only problems I had were, well, they didn't fix up the issue, so, well, you see, many attacks were still based around their types, so the elemental punches were still special. Ghost typing was pretty much nurtured being only a physical attacking type, which is pretty sad considering Gengar had to be used with bulk. Yes, bulky Gengar. That was a thing in Gen 3. Go fucking figure. Anyway, yeah, third B tier now. Emerald, wait, Fire Red and Leaf Green. Hold up. There it is. C tier. Fire Red and Leaf Green were an upgrade. To Red and Blue, but still had some awful issues. First things first, you were not allowed to trade. You were not allowed to trade between Ruby and Sapphire till post game. What? Yes, yeah, I know. National Dex, dude. That's why they had to lock it behind post game. Shut up. Yeah, I know. That had to be done. But yeah. But let me tell you one of the biggest issues with this. Thanks to that there are some fucking problems. First things first, you cannot evolve Golbat into Crobat. Like, you could have included it in the... You could have included the Gen 2 evolutions in the regional decks of the game, so it could be nice, but nope. They had to include only the original 151, causing issues like if you have way too much happiness on Golbat, causing it to evolve early, which just only results in making it unable to evolve. Instead, just make your entire game slow down for a tad bit. Same with Blissey. Yeah. Sad, isn't it? But hey, it's still a pretty. But hey, Fire Red Leaf Green did have some improvements. Like it's a much more better game. Like if you were to pick Charmander, you can actually beat Brock by using Metal Claw. Like, involve your goddamn Charmander into Charmeleon. Get the move Metal Claw for it, and bam, you can actually beat Brock with your Charmander. It's a nice thing to say. And this is one instance where Venusaur and Squirtle actually, Bulbasaur and Squirtle actually show some even nicer touch. Heck yeah. But still, it's C tier to me. It's still Gen 1. Sorry. Okay. Emerald. A tier. Emerald introduced some nice fan favorites. Like, the goddamn Battle Frontier, boyo. The goddamn Battle Frontier. Without Emerald, you won't have the Battle Frontier. Like, you could say, but Pyro, the Battle Tower was the beginning of the Battle Frontier, and it began with Crystal. True, but the real Battle Frontier started with Emerald, boyo. Yeah. Emerald also had some nice stuff, like post-game you get the Johto starters. Heck yeah! So you don't have to buy Coliseum and XD for those damn starters. And you can actually get Smeargle, Sudowoodo, and some other Johtomons in the Hoenn Safari Zone. I also like the fact that now you could fight both evil teams, and Steven will actually help you out during this journey, which is pretty help you out during to battle, Team Magma. It was a pretty nice fight. Right? And I actually like that thanks to Wallace being the champion, his father, Juan, Juan had to be the 8th gym leader, which is a pretty nice thing. Like, I haven't heard of Juan since this game. Like, what happened to him? Where is he? Is he, like, I want to see Juan return in a new Pokemon game. Who agrees with me? My favorite gen starts here, boys! Heck yeah! Diamond and Pearl. Diamond and Pearl is A tier. Diamond and Pearl are good games. They still have some flaws that are comparable to Emerald. It's still comparable to Emerald, meaning it's great. But there are still some tiny little issues, like the fire type selection in Diamond and Pearl is poor. Hella poor. For a fire type, you literally require to choose the Chimchar line. Like, you have to pick Chimchar so you don't have to only use Rapidash as your main fire type. Yeah. That's sad. Or you could not carry a Rapidash on your team and rather just go and run with a different Pokemon that doesn't have the fire typing, which is good. Okay, I can see your logic. It's true. You could run something else than a pure fire type that has fire coverage. It's good, but that fire can be useful. Trust me. So yeah. The surfing was still slow in Diamond and Pearl, and you had to and many more things that were in this game. Yeah. Still 8 games. And now finally you will see my S tier, boys. S tier. Platinum. Platinum is the best game in the Pokemon series. In story, it fixed up some of the issues. Like it was an interesting game. Like, you had to fight the 5th gym leader way before the 3rd one and the 4th one, which is a pretty nice way of differentiating from Diamond and Pearl, so to say. Now you could fight Rotom way before. You could fight Rotom way before completing the national deck, not before completing the regional decks. Obviously, you can actually get yourself more fire types than in Diamond and Pearl. Like, you can get Houndoom, Magmortar, you get Houndoom, Magmar, and Flareon. Nice selection. I like that. It's decent. Flareon is bad. Magmortar is a decent special attacker. Same with Houndoom. So it's cool. It's cool. Added extra Pokemon into the region X, which is pretty awesome. And it also had some nice things, that I actually adored. Like, they added the Battle Frontier again, but yeah, it's worse than Emerald, but hey, it's nice. Nice to have that. And also I like that you actually have to fight Cyrus way before you actually encounter him in the main HQ, which is awesome, really awesome. Also, I like the addition of the Distortion world, so I can actually fight Giratina in its origin form, which is also an amazing legendary form, by the way. So yeah, Platinum is S tier, boys. The best remake goes to Heart Gold and Soul Silver. God damn it, Heart Gold and Soul Silver are the definite remakes of this generation. Like, Gen 4 was the best era for Pokemon. The best third game in the series, and the last one. The best remake of the series. Yeah, they faced up a lot of issues. Like, this is what happens when you learn from your mistakes. They learned from their mistakes from Fire Red and Leaf Green. And they improved by a lot. Why? Now they actually include the evolutions from the newer generations in their own regional decks. Yes. And they also include give new gimmicks to each leader by giving new TMs and the team with a more improved moveset, so to say. Yeah, I love it. I love it a lot. Do not. Pokemon that could walk behind you, Pokeathlon. There were many other nice things, and they even added the Battle Frontier into this game, which is pretty cool. The soundtrack is pretty nice too. I love it. Gen 4 has some nice OSTs. Like, I actually like the OST of Gen 4. Giratina's theme is awesome. The remix of Red and Lance's battle theme is awesome. The rival theme is pretty awesome too. Like, why are there many things that I actually like about Gen 4 compared to the other gens? I don't know. Black and white. Okay. Black and white go to A tier. Black and white were nice games. They were pretty good. Only issue was that they were good. The story was nice. Their new functions were pretty nice. Like Dream World was pretty awesome. But there was only one issue. You didn't have the chance to use older Pokemon in Unova. That was one of the only main issues. Like, there are many issues with the game. Like, some of the Pokemon selection in Black and White were god awful. For example, like many Pokemon in Black and White were literally grind worthy. Like Larvesta, Pawniard, Ninfu, Scraggy, and especially the Dino line. Dino only evolved at level 50. Almost at the same level could, a regular pseudo-legendary evolve at. And to evolve Twilight, it has to be level 64. Just to become Hydreigon. Yeah. So most of the Unova decks, like the little parts of the Unova decks, are the main issues with experience. Yeah, they are main offenders of having the biggest and the worst experience, the worst leveling space of all time. They are pretty annoying to evolve. Like, compared to a friendship Pokemon, it's worse. Really worse. But hey, the meta will be better. Black 2 and White 2. S tier. Yeah, Black 2 and White 2 were pretty goddamn good. Mostly I will only put it here because of the competitive metagame. The Black 2 and White 2 era of the competitive metagame, mostly Smogon, was basically a goddamn werewolf. I recommend watching False Vibe Gaming's videos about this. Like, Gen 5 competitive meta was goddamn werewolf, especially in OU. We had many things roaming around. Terrakion being one of the most powerful and the best OU sweepers there. Ninetales and Ponytoad becoming irrelevant again alongside other old Pokemon that were only good in the previous gens. Many Pokemon getting abilities that made them even more insane. And many things that existed. Yeah. The Gen 5 brought us a time where everything was completely whack. This was the first time Zapdos dropped into underused, and it has never done that ever since. This was the first and only time you'll see Terrakion overused alongside Jellicent. This is one of the only times you actually see Liepard being useful and overused, without as a ultra weird niche, but rather as a regular old niche. Yeah, it's fucking epic. Alrighty, Gen 6. Here are my strongest opinions. Gen 6 was not good. Gen 6 was honestly the most boring generation of all. It was not very good. The only thing that saved it was Mega Evolution, Mega Evolution and Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. X and Y were bland games. The gym leaders were easy, the champion and even the Elite Four was easy, and there are many things I don't like. First things first, I do not like that they added the fairy type, because the fairy type was a stupid idea. Why don't just make the ice typing resist dragon? Or just make the fairy type actually just, resist dragon instead of making it immune. Now dragons are completely nurtured, like look at Hydreigon. Hydreigon was an OU sweeping special attacker. On Dark type special attacker that was impressive. Like, we didn't get much Dark type special attackers besides Zoroark, Hoopa Unbound, and many others now in Gen 6. But this was pretty awful. God awful. Yeah. I just don't like the fact that Hydreigon is now completely nurtured in this gen thanks to the fairy typing, making it easy to sweep. And Clefable was fucking broken. Megas didn't have their speed, and so some of them had to run Protect. Especially ones that are literal glass cannons like Mega Alakazam or even Mega Beedrill. And perhaps Mega Aerodactyl as well, but I don't know. So C tier to them. Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire is A tier because they are an improvement compared to X and Y. It's much better. They improved on the OST, which is pretty lit. Like X and Y's OST was good, but it was pretty forgettable because you don't have a chance to listen to most things in the game because of how you could just quickly complete the game. Here, it's almost the same, but the OST is pretty banger. The Team Aqua and Magma leader fight Team Xenia, the Sky Pillar team, and many more are pretty awesome. They even included a goddamn remix of the Battle Frontier theme for the Battle Mason. We thought the Battle Mason was a good idea as a way to replace the Battle Frontier in Oras. God. Oras brought also new Mega Evolutions that brought some old Pokemon that were completely irrelevant and competitive to become relevant again, like Mega Beedrill, Mega Pidgeot. Those were some good shit. Those were the best things I've seen in my life, alongside Mega Lopunny and also Mega Sableye. Like, I know Mega Sableye was relevant to the competitive scene because it gained Prankster, which was a good ability, but please, let me just say that it was good. Also, for my criticism of Gen 6 is that, well, I am one of those people who doesn't like Greninja. I don't like Greninja at all. For me, it's the new Charizard. I don't think that it deserves Protein or Battle Bond. It's only cool because Ash used it, so yeah. Alrighty. Regular Sun and Moon is a B tier. They were good. The Pokemon selection was also pretty good, but there were some tiny bits of issues that I say it's good. Like, the OST was pretty nice. I like some of the songs featured in it. My main examples include Guzma's battle theme, which was awesome as hell. Like, I like that it just exists, so I don't have to be that weird. Second, I like some of the Alolan forms. Like, Alolan is one of my favorites. I just like that it's rainbow colored. There's alongside others, like, I like Alolan Sandslash. I like Alolan Executor, actually. I like Alolan Golem. So yeah. It still has some bits of issues, but hey, at least it's good. Ultra Sun and Moon is A tier. They are good. They are amazing games on the same level as Black and White and Diamond and Pearl. They are as good as Emerald. Another third game. A third game, but not as good as the things that were introduced in Black 2 and White 2. First off, I like the idea of Necrozma fusing with the Soul Galleon Lunala. I like the idea of Ultra Necrozma. I like the ideas of other things that were featured, like Staka Taka and Blacephalon were interesting thing. Ultra Beasts, the inclusion of things that were not in the original works good. I liked Mantine Surf, and I also liked other things. Yeah. And finally, let's go Pikachu and Eevee. Oh boy. Oh boy. They're only B tier for me. Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee are good, but I don't like them a lot. It's another Kanto remake. I didn't ask for another Kanto remake. I wanted the Gen 4 remakes instead of this. But it had some things that I liked, like finally I can Partner Pokemon are back now. I like Meltan and Melmetal. I like that they tried to make a Gen 1 game where it's the original 151 and they actually have the physical and special split now. Now, I like that they tried to make a Pokemon Go spin-off just for the Pokemon Go players to get into the main series games. I like the fight with Red, Blue, and Green. Yes. I like that you could rematch not just the gym leaders but the Elite Four and Champion 2. And I also like that they actually included Archer from Gen 2 into the game alongside Jesse and James, and also so many more. Only problem is that I talked about how much I don't like Gen 1 that much. It's still good, I'm just not interested in it. Yeah. I hope you guys like this video. Make sure to subscribe I'm not asking for likes. By the way, Wordless sucks ass. How does he think that Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee are such good games? Such good games that they require an S+ tier. Platinum is better. That's all I have to say.